on the team too, with so much healing and shielding. I guess that Fake God is going to be kind of the point person here at the front. They're going to try and make this Aatrox unstoppable. Expect, the full lethality.
They'll be able to grab that top scuttle, and as they push off their tower, they're definitely going to look. Zazel's going to go in with the hook. Nice Q back from Olay. Olay, though, ignited, and he's going to be going down. First blood grabbed pretty comfortably there by Boogie.
Surprising to go for that.
All right, it looks like Armeo is taking the grubs by himself while we're seeing the bottom lane skirmish
stole
here.
one of them.
Obviously going to be very, very important. We are in week 5. We're going in towards week 6. So, it's not just about the record. It's about the strength of schedule as well, and the quality of teams that they're going to be having to play.
Just having a break like that, being able to rehash over how your playstyle wants to
known
go.
as such a leader on your team, and we have to cut this off as it looks like they're going to be zoning them off, potentially going to be looking for a dive again. Zazel not 6 yet, but Boogie is here. Could fish with the Root Caller, and there goes the flash forward from Zazel. He's going to lock up Tactical, and Tactical's got really nowhere to go. He's going to have to flash out. The Ghost is used as well, but the Dawning Shadow will get the kill. Armeo arrives, but it just might be him dying as well, as Zazel's going to look for the angle on the hook. Mask is coming down here now on the Azir. We'll see if the roam can be matched from Insanity. Doesn't look like it, but they can't even defend the 13K or something like that.
Yeah, but we were winning lane at that time.
Okay, well, Mask's going to be going for it. There's the ulti in from Volibear as he's going to go over the top. They get the kill on Insanity, so they do get something back. But Immortals here over by the Dragon going to be starting this up. Olay going to let the Nature's Grass rip here, just trying to keep them out. And it's just going to be used as the disengage tool to be done here.
Thoughts on the static Shiv for Senna first here, Afro? Because, he did quickly
here, and we do see Zazel's coming in, Boogie's coming in, and Sandy is here as well. A fight could be breaking out. The hook's going to connect on Tactical, and he's just gone.
Wow, the magic trick.
Him, now you don't.
He's a magic dragon.
I thought it was an artist, not a magician.
Don't know why he was there, but all right, man.
It wasn't there for long, don't worry.
No. I guess he just felt like he had nowhere to go. He was getting zoned off the bot lane turret, walks up, trying to be useful on the map here, ends up just giving over another freebie. They do get the Herald, but they're going to lose the tier 1 mid. And it's looking really tough here for Tactical. 77 CS at 15 minutes. Fairly even overall, and we'll see if Armeo can make anything happen here. Good look for the dive. There's the Meganar coming out, and he's going to slam him into the wall. The turret's turned off, and there's no chance for Fake God. Easy dive there for Immortals.
That's some good old-fashioned Volibear right there. Love to see it. Tower dives made easy.
So those too precious for you?
I would give him literally everything that we possibly can in hopes that
maybe put Dinar in a position where he could open up the map and buy some time for Tactical.
The support item was just super busted.
Zazel going to be looking. There's the TP coming in, and Armeo's in trouble. The depth charge going to connect. Nice buffer on the ulti to immune it, but Insanity is behind him, and the Unending Despair going to get cast. Meganar into the wall for Insanity, but there's no damage here for Immortals. It's 2 free kills on that bot side at CDR to get the stacks coming out earlier. The early HP also feels quite nice. It's just so hard to auto-attack on this champion.
Early, zoned him off, got the mid tower right after, but after that, it's just based on movement. Like, you have to put your bottom lane, somehow get them to top to take the tower.
Like 2640 or something like that. And I think he's going to be pretty damn close. Shopify finally do take down that tier 1 top here. The hook going to be landing on a Mass. There's the depth charge. The flash forward from Ivern roots him up. Gets that shot. Get there. He's very close. He desperately wants to get it. We need to hit a couple more abilities. There's the Root Caller going to be landing onto Olay, and they're going to try to turn it around onto Armeo. Sky Splitter coming down. Mom gets called, and Ivern gets cooked up there by Tactical. They get the shot.
So you just want to pull them in closer. Going over the wall, a little ambitious.
All right, well, Fake God potentially is in trouble. He's going to flash out. Does have the World Ender pop, but he's just using it to run. Armeo going to flash follow here, and it's looking like he might just get chased down. We'll see if Castle has a flash of his own, and he's going to go right over the wall. No way out here for Fake God. The Sky Splitter claims it there, but a Shopify onto the Baron. Was that even worth it? You're down in bot lane at 27 minutes here. They're going to try to go in. There's the smite to secure it. Olay going to look for the fight as Castle arrives in the backline. Mom gets called over the top, trying to soften them up. And the 225 stacks, you can see it on those HP bars. There's the first kill for Castle. And it's Mask now flashing forward after Insanity, but Insanity flashes out himself. Armeo arrives. It's another kill going their way. And a good dodge there on the hook here from Tactical. He's just got to wait for the rest of his team to corral them, and he can step forward, get these kills. Zazel channeling the Hex Flash is going to go in, but there's nothing for him to do. It's an ace for Immortal. Forward, looking to clear out this minion, but Not going to be able to do it just yet. Castle on the side, trying to poke away at Fake God, who's going to be stepping forward, but there's the Nature's Grasp going in from Olay. Going to be looking for the twisted advance as Armeo jumps over the top and just Goomba stomps B-Boy. He's gone already, and Tactical has got to be careful. A lot of damage coming through there from Insanity. The Spiraling Despair cooking up Immortals as they all funneled in and got AoE down by Hui. And now Shopify going to be able to grab Soul very likely off the back of this. There's no Armeo. There's no real chance to steal this away. So they get Soul, and their hope's still alive now in this game.
That was the complete opposite of the last team fight, where they just
smolder on your team with stacks ready, you know, play a little slower.
Boogie might be caught out here. He's spotted in the jungle. Looks like he's got nowhere to go. Tactical on the back of him. Zazel and Fika try to get over here to help him out, but here comes Mom, and Tactical's on a killing spree, gets another execute. The execute is anyone below 10% HP dies instantly.
Oh my God.
Like, this is a ridiculous amount of stacks that he has. Right hook, as it's only Armeo stepping forward, but he gets crushed by the Hui damage over the wall. When you're isolated, that QW does so much damage. And that Baron getting low now. Armeo's gonna have to go in pretty soon here if they're gonna try to look for a steal. But Castle on the side, charging up that Mega Gnar. It's a hook in from Zazel. They've caught Castle, and can they burst him down before he Megas out? They can. Castle's just gone. The Nature's Grasp comes through from Olay, but it does nothing at all. The Baron has leash, but not that much. Mask has to run now. Tactical, though, could harass them over the wall. Can he get these Qs down? They need vision for him, and they just don't have it as Ivern brushes are everywhere. There's a pink ward in the bush in the pit as well. Here comes Mom for the desperation steal. He's not going to get it, though, as Armeo's got to go on the run. Tactical to find him when he gets hooked in on. You know, maybe that looks very different, but now Shopify, they have this Baron power play. They're pushing up through bot lane, going to be threatening the base here already in 20 seconds until that Elder spawns. This inhibitor is just going to be given. You can see Castle pushing out through top lane, trying to get something ready as Armeo is out around mid, but he's spotted by that ward with Tactical. So Shopify know there's nothing to worry about for them, and they're just going to keep pushing. They're spotted on ward. They're over by mid lane. So Shopify's not going to turn. They didn't realize that they had the vision, so I think they were assuming that Shopify would just back off, but they're just going to stay at this point. TP is available for both top laners, so they can actually call him in. First Nexus Tower is going to go down just to the cannons here. And now one fight away from getting here from the side, but Mask is not even close to with the team. Now going to be TPing in. We'll see if the turn's going to come in. This TP is pretty risky. He's going to get rooted up by Hui. We'll see if they can find an angle. In goes Castle. Castle flying into the backline. There's a flash. The Mega Gnar across multiple members. In comes Mom. Olay in the backline as well. But it is Immortals who are falling. It's Immortals who are on the run. The Dawning Shadow going to claim the life of Mask. Tactical trying to make it happen all by himself here as Armeo is chasing after Zazel. May be able to get this one kill. We'll see if they can get anything else from this, but now they just need to buy time. They could even threaten a TP into the base here. It's going to be a TP back to the Elder, though. They're going to claim this. Shopify will get the Elder and will look to push here. No ult, no sums. They're going to be looking right for him. Olay is back up. We'll see if they can buy some time, but look at Armeo. He's going down so fast already, and Tactical is gone. Chopped in half by Fake God as the World Ender will spell the end of Immortals in this one. Shopify got ahead big early, but they outplay them in the late game where Immortals were meant to be dominating. It was Shopify that come up big. Better team fights.
That dive is always going to be a threat. But on top of that, you have Nautilus, which I think is a big win. The fact that any team fight, you have good setup for just Nidalee to land her Q fairly easily. So this is a pretty stock standard.
You're ridiculous.
There's money on the ground.
Okay.
And
pick it up.
You're just not picking it up.
You're too good for that?
Yeah, it's like they're walking down the street and
I'll
they
pick it
see
up.
it. The only problem is you're trying to pick it up, and then Masu and Busio slap your hand.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of messed up.
That's not for you.
No.
That is not for you.
Is there like, do you have like a limit on like how much money it has to be for you to be willing to pick it up? We'll see if there's going to be a dive here, the stunt into the spear.
Hey, what do you
no
know?
chance for Aatrox. Now you see him. Now you
Benefits of splitting top end.
You can see these are the stats of these two, you know, throughout the split so far this year.
Killing their opponent. And then having your teammates hype you up and type diff of
The question marks, whatever diff.
yeah. Diet, I'm fasting, but you know, I'm also still gonna have.
That cheesecake's looking
I'm
pretty
still
nice.
having lunch. You know? But it's like I'm kind of gonna fast.
But not that much. All right, we'll see. Inspired in some trouble now. Oh, the enchanted crystal arrow from downtown locks down Fudge. Really, really nice. We'll see the enchanted crystal arrow. This one is gonna whiff, unless it's another cross map one.
That one, we didn't see that. It's chill.
We saw.
See a little bit of split pushing and try and get those towers.
And we'll see. I mean, because so far, Whipple looking pretty good, but we're going to have the depth charge coming in. It's going to try to set up that spear. Busio blocks the spear, but might be to his own chagrin. Egg on his face. Blabber going to be able to take him down. Does protect to be able to claim those prizes. And Busio, as you called out, has that enchanted crystal arrow ready and waiting. Going to be searching with a hawk shot. Doesn't find any target, but they do find an easy dragon.
Yeah, he was hovering there in the little pocket of Fog of War, standing behind
going
the wall.
in, Dominus Pop, going to be looking for the Ruthless Predator onto Whippo. He's trying to kite back. He got no cooldowns right now, but Blabber's coming in. Blabber with the heal. It's a flash out from Fudge.
Berserker stacks here, 39 so far for the Senna. Even with so much pressure coming from, kind of hard lane matchup early on, jungle getting split against them.
Oh, there's the Emperor's Divide pushing Jensen back. Jensen trying to flash out, but I don't think he can create enough space. He gets the Mantra Tether. It gives him a little
of cat form and going all the way in. Maybe spread the love and use your gold for a little bit of a supportive angle.
Time you do proc that, permanently increasing your health by 7. So I'm not going to do the math, but that's quite a bit of HP given in there. He has the Leandries, he has the Merc Shred. It's all for nothing from Masu. Doesn't amount to much there. It does use the ulti, and as you said, they have been looking good. Now the TP coming in here, and it's the call-in for help as Whippo needs it from Jensen. He arrives. The Dominus has been popped. Can Fudge win in the 1v2? Doesn't look like it, but it is getting close. The Sundered Sky heals are making a lot of time, and the cooldowns come back up. There's the Dawning Shadow from cross-map. Fudge gets the kill in the 1v2 with a little... Jojo going to be stepping up here. We'll see if he can actually find it. And it's going to be Whippo, going to getting chasing down and taken down here. Easy kill, no ult, no flash, nothing being caught there from Fudge. Will push Whippo back, responds with the World Ender. Nice sidestep on the dredge line coming through as Vulcan fires sticking on the one observer for now. We'll give you any updates as those do come in, but Cloud9 pushing forward here. Again, buffers on the Chains of Corruption. Claim it pretty easily. Jensen, Busio, Masu in the area. But it is going to be too little, too late there from FlyQuest as they're just going to watch another tower.
Got to get creative.
Fudge running around here, but Busio's in the area. We'll see if they can chase him down. The slice connects on nothing, so he has no dice. There's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The Tether's going to be there. The TPs are coming in here. Jojo arrives. Blabber in the area. FlyQuest will have to disengage. Inspired hunting on the side. Jojo goes forward. Nice flash out from Busio. Is going to keep him safe from the Emperor's Divide. But Jojo tethered up and Whippo's flashing in. Here comes the Dawning Shadow from Berserker. Just barely going to keep Jojo alive, who's just too damn tanky for FlyQuest. Vulcan now in the back line. Blabber is here.
Plus the Rift Herald, plus the Baron here for them as well. Cloud9 controlling purple. And look at that bottom side of the map too. Jojo even going to chase FlyQuest away. Slap their hands away this time around from the dragon. That's not yours. Get off the map.
It was theirs.
Trying to look at now.
You can tell by the tone of voice that you don't believe they can get this.
Well, the top lane, they could for sure get that one at least.
Though. We'll see if they're going to be able to get him killed. They did lock him down. A nice buffer there on the W from Inspired, dodging out on the Emperor's Divide. Vulcan now needs to go on the
here. Objective bounty on top side while they get the pick onto his ear. So, as you're saying, some money back to them.
From Blabber, so that is a ridiculous amount of healing. If you don't kill them off instantly, the poke just means nothing. Cloud9 seem to have really expertly answered what FlyQuest have crafted with their composition, and FlyQuest gonna have to give up this inhibitor without a fight. They try to clear the way. They've drafted really durable laners. The only way they can do anything is if they can one-shot you. Can't one-shot this Azir. There's the Emperor's Divide, and Whippo, he's not nearly as tanky as that Azir. Wishes he was, but he's gonna go down in a hurry as Cloud9 step forward. There's the flash. The depth charge connects onto Masu, and it's the dredge line onto Busio. You thought they were going for 180 carry, but they can take either one of them as Masu's gonna flash out. Inspired, twisted advance forward, but it's not gonna mean anything. This is Cloud9's base now. They're pushing forward and looking to put the finishing touches on this one, Kobe.
Cloud9, they've made the adjustments. They are back with a vengeance.
Cloud9 coming off that 2-week break and looking damn good after it. Jojo flying forward, looking to knock down these final members here. FlyQuest trying to turn it around on the Berserker, who is getting low, and they have the benefit of that fountain healing him up here, but it's not gonna mean much. Cloud9 gonna be able to finish off the Nexus here in sub 30 minutes, and they are back, baby. Looking strong after the 2-week break.
For the buffs. Well, he's a very dedicated Volibear player. He even knows the lore about Volibear. Apparently, he's not just a bear.
He was,
Yeah.
he was Grandmaster.
He's like a magic bear.
Okay, that's still...
In actuality, it feels worse when you look at it subjectively. Aphromoo, how about your own experiences? And hold on, never mind. We're talking about Dokla's experiences now as CoreJJ makes a rotation up to the top lane. Is not a bad player at Enchanters whatsoever. Yeah. I think that the team as a whole always looks better with him having the ability to pull the trigger and go in. Say, this is how we go, this is where we engage, because his natural sense of finding those opportunities in those moments, I think is really top level.
Exactly. When you have a world champion caliber player such as Core, you want him to affect the whole map. Him playing an Enchanter where, you know, he's confined to his lane, has to play laning phase, you know, win there, whereas he can affect the map like he just did is so good.
Impact's going all out, looking for Dokla here as he pops the World Ender in response, but Impact is about to end him.
Good rotation here by Energy, just unfortunate what happened to Dokla up on the top side.
Yeah, Energy will grab the first 3 grubs there, so that means they'll be able to spawn the little baby grubbies as long as they get at least. Just still continuing to allow Impact to maintain his presence here in the lane. As you can see, Contracts is pushed up into the enemy jungle, stealing away the red buff from Umpty. As Impact steps forward, CoreJJ coming in for the Shattering Strike as FBI is going to be pulled back, but the all out, the crash down, ready to take him out. And Impact goes on a killing spree. A teleport's ready to make its way into the fight now as Umpty wants to reinforce. Contracts is going way too ham. Umpty just gobbles him down, and now you got Dokla and Palafox trying to get something back on the back end of the fight, but Impact barely gets away. APA and Huhi are in a 1v1 down to the Tri-Brush at the same time. Senna ulti comes over the top, but it don't get much. Team Liquid do not lose a man. They pick up 2 more kills. Okay, we're not done yet. Never mind. Hold on. Here comes the shuffle now. Umpty's in trouble. Palafox going to pick up the first kill of the game for Energy. Oof. But even though FBI drops here, the extended fight going as long as it does, it still ends up being a 2-for-1 trade, and plates end up going over to Energy, so it doesn't even feel like there's really much of an advantage for Team Liquid at all.
Yeah, absolutely. The kill going over on Impact, don't know if he's going to be able to carry the game with tank build. You can see down in the bottom corner of the screen as well that team monumental assist lead on the LCS. Just wanted to get that out there as they go for Dokla.
I don't gotta come back anytime soon.
Yeah, man, you are way out in front, and it looks like Dokla is way down deep in the ground. Another kill going up there in the top side. Impact 3-0-2 here on K'Sante. Dokla drops to 0-3-1 on the Aatrox.
Honestly, it's probably I've never seen so much fighting top lane where the supports are laning top.
Had that solo kill up top, but I don't necessarily think where it matters. Like, if Team Liquid wants to win, they need kills on Azir and Seraphine.
Well, Huhi's already gone in, and Yon's under pressure. FBI is ready to follow it up and try to take him out. CoreJJ with a Magnet Storm, but where's the damage? Team Liquid deal no damage. They're gonna kill Palafox, but that's the only one.
Damage somewhere in your comp when you have Seraphine Azir.
I mean, that is what we've been saying.
People start doing damage to these people. Huhi's basically invincible right now. He's taking 0.
He is. Look at his health bar.
Support Nautilus, the ultimate Chad. He's just leading the way in the middle of 5. The Dawning Shadow over the top as Impact goes all out looking to finish off Huhi, but he's so damn tanky. Umpty's going to be dropped at the exact same time as a 1-for-1 here so far, but Energy's looking to make it even more. APA gets caught over the wall, and Palafox is ready to keep on chasing him. He fires the charm out, but it goes wide right. Now Contracts is ready for the flash follow, and APA is going to drop. Contracts needs to get away from the turret, but the last shot should finish him off. It'll be a 2-for-2 trade at the Fimble Winter. It's bought so rarely, and I only see the evolved version of it.
Winter's Embrace?
Winter's Approach, I think it is. Okay. Winter's Approach. If I'm wrong, chat, you can flame me. It's all good.
There.
It doesn't matter. It's something to do with Winter, and Impact is trying to have nothing to do with Energy as he backs away, popping the Ghost to try to survive. It's a 3-man push down here in the bot lane from Energy. Again, they've got all of these Void Mites. It makes pushing the objectives so easy. Energy now with a Drake.
You know, a high playoff seed, depending on how they come back in these final 2 weeks.
Picking up some solo turret gold up there in
shielding everyone. That gives them a decent chance to start the game. They're on those 2-item power spikes that Afro has just talked about. But when they're not grouped up like this, Energy's thinking about getting some poke in.
Impact trying to dive in after FBI, but immediately gets intercepted by Huhi, just trying to protect the president here. Dawning Shadow over the top. Impact is low, but he goes all out, trying to find a fight here. Back on a contract. Palafox in the middle locked up, but he's not going to be killed here just yet. Dokla and Huhi locked into the fight as Team Liquid keep marching forward. The Seraphine is in first game ever. And that's one of those things that you got to be able to shake off. You've got to be able to get to the point where you're not feeling that way. As now the team fight breaks out. Who he's here in the front. Contracts doing the same. Now CoreJJ ready to lock him down here with the Magnet Storm. Who he's nearly dead already. Team Liquid can't quite finish him off, but they'll take Doplay instead. A shutdown.
It did nothing. Since they didn't have a super clean flank, they had to go straight through them with eye contact, and Team Liquid...
They've got to be able to land that extra bit of lockdown. Palafox throws out a Q. He dashes in on top of APA. There's the point-blank charm. Dopla's coming in to try to help him. Immediate use of the ulti, but now beautiful slam back into the Azir wall from Umpty, and Team Liquid takes out the enemy mid laner. Now they're ready to reinforce their own lines with the Seraphine. Here comes the shielding and the healing, and there's no way for Energy to find anything else.
That was beautiful. The Azir wall into the Poppy Slam.
Perfect. Now CoreJJ wants even more. Crash down into the Magnet Storm. Seraphine ulti over the top. Contracts has to immediately escape, and Huhi has no such way out. He'll try to Spider-Man his way to victory, but there ain't no hero. Stay clumped up in a death ball. Stay around the Seraphine. Huhi coming around from the side. Palafox tries to go in, but again, the charm goes wide. It's APA locked down, and Huhi's got the kill. Now Impact goes all out to try to bring Huhi back underneath the Sun Disc. Dope was ready to follow it up, and CoreJJ drops. Umpty pops, and Energy just won't stop. They'll take the Sun Disc, they'll take 3 kills, and they'll take the express route over to Baron.
What an insane hook by Huhi there. He catches APA when they're not balled up around the Seraphine. They turn the bad situation into a good one, and they finally get their fight.
He's playing phenomenal this game. Letting both hooks early game, and then this one right here to secure the Nash. I mean, Energy's been able to get...
They want to try to claim this tier 2, get rid of this thing, grab the extra control that will yield them. Boom, there it is. One more shot from
I don't know if the items matter, but...
It's a little tough when you're a 1 damage comp and the 1 damage... Yeah, Huhi's a bit of a problem, man. This Nautilus is an absolute HP right now.
And he's at 4,500 health, but then the Canic shield and the W shield puts him over six lines. But they might kill him. Oh yeah, really close.
Oh boy. Let's see what we got.
Moving? Oh, there it is.
Huhi.
They broke through the shields.
They broke through the first shield. Here comes another shield.
They actually
Team
might kill
Liquid is throwing everybody in the kitchen sink here with the Nautilus. Dawning Shadow over the top. The Nautilus still ain't dead. Why are we overcommitting to the Nautilus? Team Liquid Contracts going in on top of APA, but he ain't gonna find him here just yet. FBI flashing back away as APA goes golden. That's nothing but a trophy for Energy as APA drops and CoreJJ's trying to get the hell out of town. Huhi and the rest of Energy still going in. They thought they caught the knot.
Nautilus, there's the shields, they're back. Taking another inhib.
Let's go. The tier 3 turret crumbles in mid lane. The inhibitor falling immediately after, but Energy decides to HP. His Contracts and Dokla are 2-manning this. Control ward from Team Liquid was in the pit, but got removed. Energy, they still leave Dokla on the Baron alone, but the problem is Dokla actually loses a lot of health to this thing. Team Liquid still stepping up. Huhi's still on the front line. Palafox, nice charm there on the Umpty. That's what I'm talking about. Some of that controlled Dawning Shadow over the top as Baron is secured by Contracts and Energy. Now Impact still on the front line. 10,000 plus. The Drake is on the map, and TL cannot do anything. As time goes forward, so does the Energy. Looking to apply pressure here to the second tier 3 turret of the game down in bottom lane. Team Liquid falling back to defend the Nexus turrets. That first one already below half HP, but removing the defense bottom means that it just gets shattered. Second inhibitor down. Top lane, Palafox has the opportunity now. Third inhibitor down. Team Liquid's backs are against the wall. Okay, I'm not even going to act like it matters if Huhi gets hit by anything. Now, CoreJJ here on the front line. Humpty looking to knock somebody out of the fight. He gets Contracts. Huhi still the only one in any sort of reach, and they know better than to try to engage on him now as FBI continues trying to poke at these guys. Speaking of poke, those cannon minions nearly killing off Nexus turret number 1. FBI still finding a couple of long-range shots as the first Nexus turret dies. Team Liquid trying to rally and defend. Contracts ulti is ready to go. If they want to try to dive these turrets, they can do it. Volibear has the off switch, and now Huhi's ready to go in. CoreJJ already at half HP, trying to find an angle here. Palafox getting knocked down by the Magnet Storm. Is gets a flash away, but Upty's going to grab the kill. Energy have lost their mid laner, but they return with a kill on the core. FBI gets hunted down by Impact in the very back line as Contracts, Huhi, and Dokla are struggling to find the damage to do anything. Impact looking to solo down Big Dokes, but Huhi wants to make his way into the fight. Contracts still trying to scrap, but he ain't gonna do it here in a 1v3. Team Liquid find
low.
correct. Yes, when he's below half.
This is like the perfect game.
He's so tanky, man. Baron at about 8,000 HP. All right, so Baron is down to about Nautilus health now. As Contracts continues keeping the aggro here. Impact stepping forward onto the front line, but he gets locked down. A lot of damage coming out on him. Takes him down to about 1,000. Dokla here in the front as the Dawning Shadow fires off down to the mid lane. Palafox versus APA in a 1v1 is up. The Impact and Yon trying to turn the attention back into Dokla. He's trying to end their world, and he's gonna do it. FBI and the rest of Energy slaughter TL in the 4v4. APA and Palafox break even, but a triple kill for the Senna. A teleport coming out for the Nautilus. APA wants to at least get Palafox, but they ain't gonna give him that. It's a clean ace for Energy, and they're gonna walk it in for the win.
It took him a little bit of extra time after that base, but I think they were waiting for Huhi to get more items by the end of this one. Energy pop off at the start of the final 2 weeks of the LCS, equaling Team Liquid 5-5.
You can't really pick a tank pick because then you just get a lot of value off of Trundle ulti. So it's going to be XU's Lee Sin. What's your thoughts on the draft so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think I really like 100 Thieves draft.
Laning with like Senna Gwen or Senna Renekton and just push the other top laner in. That works if your bot laner is Nautilus and he can 3-point E and wave clear.
It's like what we saw last game.
Ayla cannot do this, so you can see he's losing plates very easily to Tomo. So I would expect Meech to return, but just for those of you watching at home, like keep your eyes open for that type of Senna swapping because it's emerged on the global scene. And I think it's XU having the most first blood kills or assists. He's not around though. He's gonna have to need Rich to clutch up here.
All right, Rich, let's see if he can make it happen. They immediately pop the Trundle ulti from River, sapping away those stats from Rich. He tries to defend in the 1v3, but it just doesn't happen.
It's priorities. I mean, we've kind of seen this before. We saw this in one of the earlier games, Cloud9 versus FlyQuest, where a bunch of gold and kills top lane on the Nidalee Renekton, and Cloud9 was getting the first 2 Drakes, and the first 2 Drakes ended up not mattering. It really depends on how they play from this point forward.
Okay.
Nice little dodge from River there, but they're still going for him.
Yeah, he gets kicked back, forced to flash over the Weaver's wall, and Tomo finishes him off. Nicely done there from the side of Dignitas. Tomo also stepping away as the spiraling despair builds around him, making sure that that doesn't end up chaining to anybody else. They didn't want to have any sort of a counterattack on the back end of that. So Dignitas going to shrink that gold lead a little bit and critically get some money on their scaling hyper carry.
Yeah, and that's, I think, one of the things that's going to be difficult for River in this game and has been difficult for him. Like, this isn't the stat line you're used to seeing from him. He's 16 CS down against his opponent. He doesn't have any kills. He just has the 1 assist. But it's because there's just so much mobility from the Taliyah Lee Sin to kind of make things happen. One other thing that we do have to track, though, because Sniper was able to get first blood, get his first item, we have to remember, he still needs that solo kill on the Rich. It will still count if he gets it in the upcoming minutes because it's going to get, but they're actually just trading Sniper down to the bottom side. And
okay, Ayla gobbling up Meech, trying to keep him safe here. As Dove's Weaver's Wall isn't going to have the effect they wanted. Sniper going into the fight now in the middle of 3 different players for Dignitas. Rich deciding to go all out on him, but Rich is bursted down first instead. They're going to trade top laner for top laner as Tomo's trying to get away, but the spiraling despair kills him anyway. Quid getting that kill as Dove cannot finish off any of the low health bars on the side of 100 Thieves. Now he's going to be locked down by the Senna. They want to try to lick him to death, and it's going to be XU.
He still gets a kill, and we're popping out because Sniper's mid lane.
Ooh, Isles trying to flash away as Sniper flashes in. Tomo is
deciding.
All right, 5 players strong for 100 Thieves here in the bot side river. Tomo coming in with the TP as Weaver's Wall separates the Thieves. Rich on the flank compared to the rest of the Dignitas squad. They kick the Trundle back into the pit, but he flashes back in to rejoin the fight. The Dragon still at about 1,500 as XU is going to be taken low. The Drake claimed by 100 Thieves. Tomo trying to escape as Ayla and Sniper want to finish him off. Sniper goes in after Dove, but they split their aggro. They both die. 100 Thieves, though, still winning the fight overall. It's 3 dead on the side of Dignitas. It's about to be 4 as Meech puts up
Get a massive influx of gold. All the kills plus this turret on the tail end is to play Trundle against an Aftershock user.
Oh,
because when you ult an Aftershock person, is River just mauls the turret.
Yeah, Dove he's caught in a spiraling despair. Even the Dawning Shadow from across the map from Meech, just to make sure that he gets a little bit of assist money on that one. 9-5 now for 100 Thieves. Tomo on the Smolder, just SAP.
He does, and that's a lot of Void Mites coming down. River getting a lot of gold. I'm still impressed.
Gives Smolder everything. Let him last hit these. River just using the smite to deny the stack.
Drake's up in 24
earlier,
Yep.
but should be able to force down this tier 2. Also has his own jungler shadowing him just to make sure.
Yeah, shout out to Isles Locket there, giving Tomo's flash. But when you're giving up the Drake, since they're not going to be stronger, the fact that they actually traded it, and Meech, if he gets more souls, will just have more and more range. But they might fight here. He's hit 227.
Yep, they're going in. Mom over the top. Meech gonna get tagged by that one. Tomo, keep your eyes on the smolder. 100 Thieves still looking for an angle. Dawning Shadow over the top. Finds a couple of different targets. Sniper looking to lock down XU, forcing the flashback out of the Lee Sin. Dignitas keeps everybody alive, but they are worse for wear in the health bars. Rich down to half HP. He's going to recall, does have his teleport to rejoin the fight. Flash also available. Sniper coming around here with the Dominus. Isles out in the very front, tries to flash away, getting caught. River goes on a killing spree as Sniper has to flash back over the wall to try to survive. Dove looking to chase him down, and they make it a 1-for-1. Now Rich here in the front line, and Tomo still looking to free fire. Finds a little bit of poke, but he's got to be careful. Senna has long range too, and Ayla goes in the middle of everybody. Dove is going to drop. Quinn's grab the kill, and now Rich goes all out, but can he even do it? No, he has to retreat. The snipe forces the flashback out of Kazante. Now
Meech at 100 souls now getting longer and longer rage throughout this. They end up killing the top lane turret because they know Rich has no TP. So there was no one matching him. They knew they could get a free turret, and they weren't trying to go for the Baron. And until they send Talia to match, they're not going to pull off because Talia can actually come with teleport. So now they're thinking about a mid lane fight instead of the Baron as well.
River's got to be careful here. Immediately getting focused, but he pops the subjugation back on Rich, looking to focus him down now instead as Tomo is taken down below half HP, and XU's got to be careful now too. River continuing pushing forward, and XU is dead in the dirt. Quid takes the kill. Drake as the trade for this Baron, which is about the best you could hope for at this point.
Yeah, I like the Dig is going for this, but 100 Thieves knows there's no smite, so they might try and get a little greedy.
Yeah,
that's a teleport.
I think they are. Sniper jumps in the what? Sniper, what in the hell was that?
I was thinking quadra kill. Maybe rethink that soul angle as Quid now could be caught out. He immediately lands the fear into spiraling despair. Dove has to pop the stasis just to survive the burst coming out from this champion. Quay is just not going to die. Dawning Shadow over the top to find both the burst and the reinforcement for his own mid laner. Quid is showing these guys exactly how it goes down. They thought they were going to go after him, man. He went out for a bit longer, but what a massive win for them here, breaking open at least the inhibitor.
All right, Inhib down in bottom lane. Let's see what else 100 Thieves wants to push for. They got the next wave coming up behind them. There's still 10 seconds on Dove, 10 seconds on XU. Tomo doesn't have an ulti here to fight with. Quid and the rest of 100 Thieves still pushing up. River's here on the front line as Sniper's going to be devoured back to safety. First Nexus turret focused down, and that one's going to drop. Isles dies as well as Rich tries to stand and fight, and finally Quid is knocked over. Rich ready to keep this one going as Dove throws out the projectiles. Dignitas is barely hanging on, and 100 Thieves are not leaving yet. Another lick comes out from Ayla. They lock down Dove again. He's gone. Maybe the Abyssal dive. Abyssal dive. Meech going on a rampage as Dove takes out Sniper. Now XU and Rich have to try to survive here in the 2v3. Ayla, once again, Abyssal dive leading the way. Meech is all the damage. Rich and XU know it. They gotta play smart around this, but Rich here in the front line, finally gonna be bursted low. Bursted down. Meech is unstoppable as XU, the last man standing, but he's only Lee Sin. It's 33 minutes into the game. They're just gonna kill the Nexus instead. 100 Thieves are going to get it done. They'll pad the stats a little bit before they stop. XU finally falls over. Isles respawns only to die again. They're going to lock him up too. They just want to make sure they look good doing it. 100 Thieves farming them in the fountain. 100 Thieves onto the Nexus. 100 Thieves are tied for first place.
7-3.